Welcome back to my video where I talk about how you can influence the legislative and policy making process. So this is part 2 in a series of questions pertaining to the 8th May elections. In part 1, I explained why it was important to vote. In this video, I will explain what happens when you don't vote and how can we know for sure that the elections will be free and fair. So unlike other countries, in South Africa, it's not compulsory to vote. If you do decide not to vote, nothing will happen to your vote. There's no vote to go to any political party. So there's no vote to be counted or to be added to the final election results. Although it is your right not to vote, I am of the firm view that you should vote, as it is your responsibility as a citizen to participate in the elections. From the comments that I've received from the various videos that I've made, I seem to pick up that there seems to be a view that when you look at media reports of what is happening in the National Assembly, there seems to be a lot of fighting and jeering, and it seems like nothing is actually done in the National Assembly. However, if you were to take a step back, before bills or policy gets to the National Assembly to be debated, they are processed in the committee section, committees in Parliament. And it is in these committees where there are various political parties and they deliberate and negotiate on a bill or a policy. And on many occasions you will find them agree and even collaborate on issues to get a bill or a policy through. It's therefore important to vote so that you can support your representative. On the question of will the elections be free and fair, there are several checks set out in the Electoral Act. Firstly is that political parties registered with the Independent Electoral Commission are allowed to have 2 agents at each of the voting stations. So these agents will monitor what is happening at the voting station. They will also monitor the counting of ballots. Secondly is that the voting results of the voting station must be made public by the results being placed on the door of that voting station. And the party agents that are there would have to sign that those were their results. So this is one of the ways that they monitor what's happening at the voting station, as well as to enable political parties to see how votes are being captured. Thirdly is that the IEC employs the services of an independent auditing firm to oversee the capturing of votes. Fourthly, an agent can lodge a complaint with the Electoral Commission if it is material to the determination of the final election result. That means there would have to be a serious irregularity which occurred concerning the election. If the agent is still unhappy with the outcome of the commission, he can then take the matter to the Electoral Court, and we do have an independent judiciary. Lastly, the elections will also be monitored by international observers from the Southern African Development Community, African Union, and the United Nations. So these are some of the questions that I received regarding the elections. I hope you have a better understanding. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Lastly, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.